What's up, guys? Sam Taggart with the DDD Experts, and I help companies scale their sales, leadership, and recruiting. And in this video, we're going to go over presentation essentials. Like, what are the things you need to make sure that you have before going into any kind of presentation? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people don't walk in there fully equipped, and then they get hit, and they're like, crap, I don't have the right stuff. So check out this video. I want to ask, are you not selling as much as you want to be? Are you not making the money you should be making in sales? And if so, go down below and click the link and schedule a call with one of our experts to say, what are the tools, events, things like that we can give you guys already pre-programmed out so that you can go make more money in sales. Because if you're not making multiple six figures in sales, there's a lot of room for improvement. So let's dive in. First thing that you need in a presentation is really simple. It's like, how do I have the right slicks and the right presentation tools? Or if I'm doing it virtually, I need to make sure that I have a slideshow or some kind of proposal to show them and do a screen share. I think a lot of times people walk in there and customers are either auditorial, kinesthetic, or visual. And when I'm presenting, I want to be able to adapt and really target all three of the types of learners. Even though I may be a visual guy or I may be an auditorial guy, I need to be able to attack that. So I like to carry things like this. This would be a simple example of a slick. So if you look at this and you're like, okay, boom, I know here's the basic bullet points. Maybe it's got some pricing, things like that. I like laminated stuff so I can actually use the back of it, or I'll have an actual whiteboard that I'll carry and I'll be like, okay, let me draw some stuff for you. And I actually write down on the actual slick the details. So what I found is even having just a simple notepad like this is gonna help us just take notes. So when I'm doing discovery questions, I'm like, okay, whether it's a legal pad or a random piece of paper, notepad, something like that, you're like, cool, customer said this. So questions, if you wanted to make sure they had answered, would be this, and a pen and paper. I'm a visual guy. I like to present with even drawings, writing down little stuff, and I'm like, check this out. Because what it does is it engages them visually. When I have to draw, I have to hand them something. So kinesthetically, having a hard stock like this, if I hand it to them right away like this, then they have to put it in their hands and they start to touch and feel. If I'm presenting windows or shingles, I might actually carry around a sample window or a sample shingle. So having something they can touch and feel engages different senses. So the next thing is really simple. I'm gonna already have pre-programmed out a whole list of referral stuff, meaning I need to know, here's all my 5 case studies, and here's the way that I'm gonna utilize this in my demo. Because if I can go and have a demo that actually shows you're just like this guy, call it kind of like bridge. And if I could take you from $1 million to 10 million as a business, just like he was, and just like where you are, wouldn't you copy paste that or whatever that is? And so a lot of times people, to build trust, they need referrals, they need some kind of reference. So what I do is I have a binder where maybe I've actually written out and I had customers write out on a little note card and they've signed it and their little testimonials. I might have a video library ready with testimonials and say, would you like to watch any of these? I might have videos playing in the downtime so that they're just watching testimonials, case studies. I might have graphs showing data reports based on the product that I'm selling. The next thing is having some kind of understanding of my competitors' analysis, meaning so often customers are gonna be like, well, I'm shopping you, I'm getting 3 bids, and they wanna understand how do I size up? So what I do is I might keep the flyers and marketing material from competitors and I say, look, this is what they're advertising and this is what we're doing. Or this is what they hook you with and this is what we're doing. This is what they're bidding out. So I might actually have old bids from other customers and comparables. So if I need to pull those out of my freaking back pocket, I'm like, boom, here you go. What do we need to shop? Let's do it. I have to have that kind of as an arsenal and know what my competitors are. Because if I kind of act as a deer in the headlights and they're like, well, what does ADT do? And I'm selling Vivint. It's like, I don't know. Maybe we should call it. I don't want to feel shocked. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Here's your ABC package. This is what they offer. That's where I work here. And you need to feel like, boom, I can smash on that. The next thing is you got to have the cost of doing nothing, which can be on your slicks. And that's one of the slicks I like to have. Is if we don't buy, that means you're forfeiting X. That means you're foregoing X revenue. That means you're foregoing X time. That means you're foregoing X lifestyle, whatever you're selling. Having some kind of materials that really show and exuberate that whole element of cost of doing nothing is going to be a huge value for you to have in your arsenal. And then the last thing is just to know your buyer. So if I have kind of like a cheat sheet that says, here's the kind of buyers that I'm dealing with, here are the kind of people I typically run into, whether it's old people, new move-ins, whether it's people that are young and hungry, or like retired and lazy, whether like whatever you're selling, it's like if you're selling supplements, it's like fat. Okay, these people aren't active. I got to sell something different to the guy that's like already shredded, but just wants a little edge. I have a different conversation. It's a different type of buyer. I need to know how to resource allocate to that person. And so I like to have just a cheat sheet written out, especially for my sales team. And like I said, if you don't have those things, we have D2U. It's got all the training on profiles and things like that is designed to help train. So schedule a call, click the link, and we'd love to get in touch with you and see where we can expound more. Instead of just being a spectator on YouTube, it's like maybe there's some more videos and more content resources that we have to really take you to a whole nother level. So this is kind of the basics of presenting essentials. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have questions, put them in the comments. We're pretty active in replying. And we hope to see you guys on the next video.